a petition from Justice for Ghana to Parliament of Ghana. Don't use pension funds to build Cathedral. Rather pay NAPCO victims. Justice for Ghana is aware that ahead of today's picketing, the minority in Parliament have successfully blocked the 80 million budgeted for the Cathedral, thus setting the tone for the demands of Ghanaians to be respected. Ghanaians by this morning's picket at the Cathedral project site and Parliament ahead of today's debate and vote on the obnoxious tax bills and appropriation of 80 million for the Akufo-Addo Cathedral on the floor of Parliament after its defeat at the committee level. Due to security considerations, the police have requested a scale down of the number of picketers, which was obliged by the organizers of today's picketing, significantly reducing the number of protesters or picketers, especially as the message has already been well understood by their representatives in Parliament, particularly the minority. A symbolic picketing will, however, went ahead, ending with the presentation of this petition to Parliament leadership. That Ghanaians are suffering excruciating hardship. We are suffering. That Ghanaians are suffering excruciating hardship.
We are suffering.
Ghanaians are suffering excruciating hardship.
We are suffering.
And do not need the scarce state funds accrued from taxing them to be used in funding fanciful frivolities. To be used in funding fanciful frivolities that President Akufo-Addo considers his priority of priorities. That NAPCO victims and national service personnel who have not been paid, while David Ajayi was paid 113 million upfront for no work done, immediately be paid from savings made by Parliament, stopping the 80 million budgeted for the Cathedral. That the entire Ghana is not allowed to come to a standstill due to Ghana's labor union's threat of an indefinite strike action from next week. That the Parliament intervenes to avert the threats of teachers, doctors, nurses, and indeed every worker in all sectors staying home till government makes a U-turn. Ghanaians who are already suffering from the economic crisis are being threatened with further nuisance taxes, including VAT, which the president in the 90s implacably stood against. Government's haircut on investment, including an increase in VAT and removal of the e-levy threshold to cushion the poor, is resisted by Parliament on behalf of the Ghanaian people.